Your mind is a storm of thoughts, worries, and distractions. But what if you could find silence within? Imagine a life where inner peace replaces stress, where clarity overpowers chaos. In this video, we'll explore 7 transformative Buddhist teachings that will help you quiet your mind and transform your inner world. Stay until the end, because the final lesson holds the key to lasting serenity. These timeless teachings have shaped lives for centuries, offering wisdom that can fundamentally change how you think, feel, and respond to life's challenges. Whether you're battling stress, anxiety, or simply seeking a calmer mind, these insights will guide you toward a state of true inner peace. Buddhism offers ancient wisdom that can help you silence mental noise, break free from overthinking, and discover a profound sense of stillness. If you're ready to let go of stress and embrace clarity, keep watching. Let's dive in. 1. Be the observer, not the prisoner of your thoughts. Your mind is like a never-ending stream, constantly churning out thoughts, some uplifting, some troubling, and many utterly random. These thoughts can range from brilliant insights to anxious spirals. But here's the truth. You are not your thoughts. Just because a thought arises doesn't mean it's true, and it certainly doesn't mean you have to believe it or act on it. Buddhism teaches the practice of detached awareness, learning to observe your thoughts without getting emotionally entangled in them. Picture your thoughts as clouds drifting across a vast sky. Some are light and fluffy, while others are dark and stormy. No matter their shape, they always pass. Your mind is like the sky, spacious, open, and untouched by the passing clouds. The next time you feel overwhelmed by stress, worry, or negativity, take a deep breath and mentally step back. Instead of saying, "I am anxious," reframe it as, "I am noticing anxiety in my mind." This subtle shift creates distance between you and your thoughts, making it easier to let them drift by without being consumed by them. By practicing this awareness daily, you free yourself from the endless cycle of overthinking. You no longer react impulsively to every thought, but instead choose how to respond with clarity and wisdom. Remember, your thoughts don't control you unless you let them. You are the observer, not the prisoner. 2. Calm the mind by mastering your breath. Your breath is one of the most powerful tools for finding stillness. In Buddhism, the breath is seen as a direct pathway to mindfulness, anchoring you in the present moment. When your mind is restless, thoughts race, and emotions feel overwhelming. But your breath is always there, steady and reliable. Most people breathe unconsciously, often in shallow, rapid patterns, especially during stress. But when you learn to control your breath, you gain control over your mind. A slow, deep breath sends calming signals to your nervous system, telling your body to relax and your mind to settle. A simple yet profound Buddhist breathing practice is conscious breathing. Try this. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for 4 counts. Exhale gently through your mouth for 4 counts. Pause, then repeat. As you do this, focus entirely on the sensation of air entering and leaving your body. Notice how your chest and belly rise and fall. The more you concentrate on your breath, the quieter your mind becomes. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, pause and return to your breath. This simple habit creates space between you and your emotions, allowing you to respond with calmness instead of reacting impulsively. With practice, your breath becomes a tool for inner peace, helping you silence mental noise and reconnect with the present moment. 3. Declutter your mind with simplicity. A cluttered mind is often the result of an overstimulated life, too many distractions, too much information, and too many unnecessary worries. In Buddhism, simplicity isn't just about owning fewer things. It's about creating mental space by letting go of what doesn't serve you. When your life is filled with unnecessary commitments, excess possessions, or constant digital distractions, your mind becomes restless and overwhelmed. Start by focusing on what truly matters. Ask yourself, am I holding on to things, physical or emotional, that no longer serve me? Do I spend too much time worrying about things I can't control? Am I overloading my mind with social media, news, or endless entertainment? The less mental and physical clutter you have, the more peace you'll experience. Start small. Tidy your living space, limit screen time, and be intentional about where you direct your attention. Even reducing multitasking and focusing on one thing at a time can help clear your mind. Simplicity is about making room for what truly matters: peace, clarity, and presence. When you stop filling your mind with unnecessary noise, you create space for stillness and wisdom to emerge. 4. Embrace the power of single tasking. In a world that demands constant multitasking, our minds have become scattered. We check our phones while eating, switch between tabs while working, and juggle multiple conversations at once. This habit of dividing attention might feel productive, but it actually increases stress and reduces the quality of our experiences. The mind thrives when it's fully engaged in one task at a time. By immersing yourself in a single activity with full awareness, you cultivate clarity, efficiency, and a deeper sense of peace. To practice single tasking, approach each activity with complete focus. When you work, work with full attention. When you eat, savor each bite. When you walk, notice each step. Avoid switching between tasks unnecessarily, as this fragments your attention and diminishes the quality of what you're doing. A key step in maintaining focus is eliminating distractions. Notifications, emails, social media, and background noise pull your mind in different directions. Create an environment that supports concentration. Silence your phone, close unnecessary apps, and find a quiet space. A clutter-free environment also helps reduce mental clutter, making it easier to focus. Engage your senses to deepen the experience. Instead of rushing through tasks, pay attention to the physical sensations involved. If you're drinking tea, notice the warmth of the cup, the aroma, and the taste. If you're writing, feel the movement of your pen. By tuning into the sensory details, you anchor your mind in the present moment. Slowing down and moving with intention also sharpens focus. In a culture that values speed, we often rush through activities without truly experiencing them. But by practicing slow, deliberate actions, the mind becomes more attentive, and the act itself becomes meditative. Incorporate short pauses between tasks. Instead of rushing from one activity to the next, take a deep breath before transitioning. This brief moment of stillness resets the mind, preventing mental fatigue and improving clarity. By practicing these habits daily, your mind learns to stay present and fully engaged. Over time, this leads to a calmer, clearer, and more intentional way of living. 5. Stop over-identifying with your problems. One of the biggest sources of mental suffering is over-identifying with problems. When challenges arise, it's natural to feel overwhelmed. But the mind often makes things worse by attaching these struggles to our identity. Instead of seeing problems as temporary, we start believing they define us. Buddhism teaches that suffering comes from clinging to emotions, thoughts, and struggles. When you over-identify with problems, you reinforce the belief that they are a fundamental part of you. Instead of saying, "I am stressed," shift to, "I am experiencing stress." This creates space between you and your difficulties, helping you see them as temporary experiences, not permanent truths. Your mind generates thoughts constantly, but not all of them are true or useful. Just because you think something doesn't mean you have to believe it. Often, problems feel heavier than they are because we replay them in our minds. Instead of letting your thoughts define you, practice stepping back and observing them like an outsider. Another key to detaching from problems is recognizing that everything is temporary. Emotions, struggles, and life circumstances are always changing. What feels overwhelming today might not matter in a few weeks or months. By remembering impermanence, you can navigate challenges with calm and perspective. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for overcoming over-identification. When a problem arises, pause, take a deep breath, and bring your attention to the present. Ask yourself, am I making this problem bigger by overthinking? Is this truly who I am, or is it just something I'm experiencing? Practicing this awareness daily helps train your mind to respond rather than react, leading to greater emotional balance and inner peace. 6. Cultivate stillness. Daily, in our fast-paced world, stillness has become rare. The mind is constantly bombarded with distractions, creating stress and exhaustion. Buddhism teaches that true peace is found in stillness, moments where the mind can reset and reconnect with itself. Stillness isn't just the absence of noise, it's a conscious practice of pausing and observing. When you allow yourself to be still, even for a few minutes each day, your mind quiets down. Thoughts slow, emotions settle, and you regain clarity. One of the simplest ways to cultivate stillness is through daily meditation. You don't need to sit for hours. Just a few minutes of intentional silence can make a difference. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. As thoughts arise, observe them without judgment and let them pass. Mindful breathing is another powerful practice. Throughout the day, take a few moments to breathe deeply and mindfully. Inhale slowly, feeling the air fill your lungs, then exhale gently, letting go of tension. This simple act brings you back to the present moment, silence and mental chatter. Spending time in nature also invites stillness. Nature has a unique ability to slow the mind. Whether it's a walk in the park or sitting by a river, being in nature helps you disconnect from stress and reconnect with yourself. Engaging in silent activities can also cultivate stillness. Reading, journaling, or sipping tea mindfully can all be forms of stillness. The key is to engage with full awareness, free from distractions. Set aside time for complete silence each day. Even 10 to 15 minutes of sitting in silence, away from screens and distractions, can help you reset and find peace. Letting go of mental resistance is essential for cultivating stillness. Often, when we try to be still, the mind resists. Thoughts pop up, telling us we should be doing something productive. But stillness itself is one of the most productive things you can do for your mind. Another powerful practice is body awareness. Close your eyes and scan your body from head to toe, noticing any areas of tension. By bringing attention to your body, you shift focus away from mental noise and into physical awareness. Over time, these daily stillness practices train your mind to be less reactive, more peaceful, and more resilient to stress. Stillness isn't about escaping life, it's about fully experiencing it with clarity and presence. Let go of the need to control. One of the biggest sources of stress is the need to control everything: outcomes, people, emotions, and even the future. We want life to unfold exactly as we expect, and when it doesn't, we feel anxious and powerless. But Buddhism teaches a profound truth. Control is an illusion. No matter how much we plan, worry, or resist, life will always be unpredictable. The sooner we learn to let go, the sooner we find peace. The desire for control often comes from fear of uncertainty, loss, or failure. But the more we cling, the more we suffer. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting that life will unfold as it should. Start by practicing acceptance. Accept that not everything is in your hands. No matter how much effort you put in, there will always be factors beyond your control. Instead of resisting reality, accept things as they are. A helpful practice is mindful surrender. When you feel the need to control a situation, pause and ask yourself, am I trying to force an outcome beyond my control? Is my worry or resistance actually changing anything? Can I approach this with more flexibility and openness? By shifting your perspective, you see that control isn't the key to happiness. Adaptability is. Life is like a river. The more you try to force it, the more you struggle. But when you flow with it, you find freedom. Detach from expectations. Many frustrations come from expecting things to be a certain way. Instead of clinging to rigid expectations, approach life with an open mind. Accept that things may unfold differently than you imagined, and that's okay. Trust the process. Sometimes things don't go as planned, but that doesn't mean they're going wrong. Setbacks and unexpected changes often lead to growth and new opportunities. One way to cultivate this mindset is through deep breathing and meditation. When you feel anxious or controlling, take a step back, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and remind yourself, I release the need to control. I trust that life will unfold as it should. Letting go doesn't mean becoming passive. It means focusing on what you can control, your attitude, actions, and reactions, while releasing the need to control everything else. By practicing letting go, you free yourself from unnecessary worry and find peace in the natural flow of life. True freedom comes not from controlling everything, but from being at peace with whatever comes your way. Conclusion: the path to inner peace begins with small daily actions. By becoming the observer of your thoughts, mastering your breath, simplifying your life, embracing single tasking, detaching from problems, cultivating stillness, and letting go of control, you can transform your mind into a sanctuary of calm. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing for more wisdom on mindfulness and Buddhist philosophy. Let us know in the comments which teaching resonates with you the most. Thank you for watching, and may you find peace, clarity, and freedom from suffering.